Hey, what's going on YouTube? Loaded eruption here. So I know this is the first time you guys seeing me, my face, other than the live streams. Maybe some of you don't watch the live streams, so this is your first time seeing me. Just wanted to kind of mix up the content on the channel, try and dip my toes into something new, um, other than the gaming videos, Call of Duty, some of the other games I do, and the live streams, of course. So I figured, making a greatest Call of Duty game tier list, just with it being popular, and seeing all the other big streamers doing it, and being reciprocated really well in terms of viewers and such. So um, if you guys enjoy this new content, if you guys want to see more of this, make sure to comment down below, like the video, subscribe if you're enjoying the live streams, the Call of Duty content, all that. Um, Alright, and then we'll get into it, guys. Alright, so we're going to start off. I did look on the Tiermaker search bar just for Call of Duty, and some of them aren't updated with like Cold War and Modern Warfare 2019. Some of them have like all the mobile ones and like Call of Duty Big Red one, all the ones that weren't like the main titles, just kind of secondary releases. So I figured I'd just do one that is updated, but it is just the main games. So, um, but yeah, like I said, I have a high opinion, and I have played basically all these games. They don't even have one or two on here. So I did start playing Call of Duty. My first one was Call of Duty 2 on the regular Xbox, or it was 360, one of the two. And I would just play like split screen co-op with some of my friends, and ever since that I was hooked. So, but later on I'll tell you kind of what I do and don't like. I'm sure a lot of you also agree with the from Infinite Warfare, Advanced Warfare, all the flying, jumping mechanics that I was not a fan of, so I did not play Call of Duty too much for those 3-4 years that those were releasing. So you can kind of see where this is going, so we'll get right into it. I'll just start from left to right. So Advanced Warfare, like I said, kind of plays into that introduction of the flying mechanics, so I was not a fan. I like boots on the ground. I like the realism of FPS and first-person shooters. Kind of makes it more of like a meaningful experience. I'm not somebody who's very, I would say, just in terms of movement and high flick rate, high sensitivity. I'm not the one for that content. That's not how I usually play. So not a big fan. So Advanced Warfare, I would probably put as playable. I did play it for a little bit, and it was just the start of that sort of era in Call of Duty, so it wasn't too bad. But once you start getting up there with the Infinite Warfare, that was the peak of all that kind of stuff. So I'll put it playable for now, just so I can have kind of a diverse. I don't want to put everything like great and good and then trash for put all the fly mechanic ones and the trash one, and then obviously you'll see my favorite Call of Duties when I get up there. First original Black Ops, I'm gonna put that as I'll put it as great. Just I would put it as GOAT, but I'm not, just because, like I said, I do want to have, because I could probably put 4 Call of Duty games off the top of my head in GOAT, but I kind of want to simplify it down to one or two because I do have a favorite of all time. Um, so I'll keep that there. Maybe I'll rearrange it once I get all of them on here. Black Ops 2, same thing, great. Um, these two were just during that peak of 2007, 2011, 2012, basically between original Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, whatever one came out first or last. I'm sorry. Um, that was the peak for me in Call of Duty, which hopefully they can get back to that someday. But they're trending in the right direction, but we'll see. Black Ops 3, I'm gonna put as good. Actually, no, I'm gonna put it as playable. Um, yeah, for me, kind of in the height of the jumping mechanics and all that flying stuff going around. So like I said, I didn't play too much of them, and once they just kept releasing the same mechanics every year from Advanced Warfare to basically Black Ops 4. As it went on, I played little and less of the game that came out the following year. So I'll put that down there. Black Ops 4, I did play quite a bit just because during that couple month period when Black Ops 4 came out, I wasn't playing anything, so I was kind of desperate. Um, I'm gonna put it in trash. I hate it. I never got the chance to play Blackout, and I wasn't really big into the battle royale scene at that time. So from the looks of it, I did watch streamers play it. It looked decent. Obviously, now with Warzone out, you kind of compare it. Um, Warzone's a lot better in that aspect. But really, I never got the chance to play it, so they don't even have a category for like I don't know or didn't play. So, but multiplayer, didn't really like it. Gonna put it down in trash. So now, COD 4, that is my favorite Call of Duty of all time, by far. This is what got it started for me. This is how I got hooked. I played it every day. I think I was in like 7th or 8th grade when it came out. Yeah, I was like 11 at the time, so right around middle school. Yeah, I would play it all the time, and everything about it was just amazing. The guns, the pace, the maps, and they still resonate today. Or did they remastered it in? Did they remaster any in Modern Warfare 2019? I'm drawing a blank. I don't know. But everything about that game I love. So, um, people say MW2, which yeah, MW2 was pretty much in terms of mechanics and map design and everything else. It was a great game. It's just when come to like nostalgia factor, COD 4 set it off for me. But they could be 1A and 1B for me. Um, Now we get to Cold War. Honestly, not a huge fan, at least from the multiplayer perspective. Zombies is okay, but when you compare it to World at War and the Black Ops series, 1 and 2, um, it just doesn't come close, in my opinion. Everything you want to have the simplicity, and now with Cold War, they do all this Ethereum and weird stuff, which I get people like the Easter egg and all that kind of stuff. But the simplicity of how zombies was really is what made it replayable for me. And now, even with zombies or multiplayer in Cold War, it's just the mechanics. I don't really like the map design. I don't like. I don't know. Everything's just getting too political in terms of like buffing guns and nerfing and metas and all that kind of stuff. Where back in the least COD 4 days, it wasn't really like that. And even MW2, you had at least a good amount of guns that were pretty similar in TTK and damage and range and stuff like that, where you weren't seeing the same thing all the time. Which, like I said, the simplicity of it was nice back in the day. So Cold War, I wouldn't put it down with the flying mechanics and all that kind of jumping mechanics and all that kind of stuff. I'll put it as good. Um, just average tier Call of Duty game. Now we'll go to Ghosts. This was right before. This was like the bridge era between the Black Ops and the between Modern Warfare 3 and Advanced Warfare, I believe. It wasn't horrible, but I didn't play a lot of it because that's when the mechanics started getting everybody just run and gun, and I kind of like to, like I said, I like the realistic pace, so it wasn't just I would just you know bust in everywhere to every building and try to get high kills. It was more for me staying alive and trying to get like 50 and 2 or something like that, um, just because I hated dying. Um, so Call of Duty Ghosts I would put probably as good. Like I said, a little bit right before um, the flying era, so at least playable for me, but didn't really like it in terms of guns and map design and such. Infinite Warfare, trash is easy. Hated that game. Barely played probably a couple hours. It's the height of the peak of the flying mechanics. So just not for me. MW2 probably for a lot of you guys in the Go category. Everybody's usually saying that's the most nostalgic and the best Call of Duty of all time. Even though MW3 is getting some hype for the best overall Call of Duty game, not versus nostalgia, which is MW2. MW3, I would agree, um, but you have to factor in nostalgia. So I mean, yeah, I'll just keep it as good because these two are the pinnacle of what I had played. Um, just I don't think these two could ever be touched in my opinion. Now the Modern Warfare 2019. Honestly, I would. I mean, I liked it. I liked the gameplay. I liked the maps were okay. The gun mechanics okay. Um, but I don't think it's bad as Cold War. But I don't know if it's as good as that or the Black Ops series in MW3. Because really, I could put all these five up. But how about honestly, Cold War could probably go unplayable. Ghost could probably go unplayable. I'll put Modern Warfare is good. I could probably move Black Ops 3 down to trash because I did not play it. Um, and that looks alright for right now. So we'll head on to World at War. World at War I loved. Um, I don't see people talking about it too much when it was in the height of that area. In terms of when the Modern Warfare came out in the Black Ops series, but World at War was a great game. I'd probably put it as great. Um, I feel like one of these needs to go in the GOAT, which I'll probably do. World at War, I didn't mind it. I know a lot of people hated it, but at least it was boots on the ground. Um, some of the new game modes they implemented, I forgot the one where you were following the tank and you had to kind of guard it as it moved through the map. That one wasn't too bad, but the mechanics were kind of sloppy, so I'll just put it as good. I don't know if I should change anything. Really, all these six, besides, honestly, COD 4 for me is top one. But all these five could have the argument for two. Um, so I feel like I'm just going to leave it like that, just so we don't have too much at the top. Um, but yeah, for me, mostly the fly mechanics versus boots on the ground is my main factor. When it comes to the Call of Duty games, so you can. But in terms of my favorite, COD 4 does trump MW2 up by a little bit, a fraction of a hair, but I'm sure most of you guys could agree with this list. So yeah, there is my tier list, guys. I don't think anything really big is missing. If I had like COD 1 and COD 2, the older World War 1 games, they probably go as good. Honestly, I'd probably play them if they came out with a remastered version of today. I'd probably play them more than honestly Cold War or any of these games. So, alrighty, guys. Well, let me know how you enjoyed the video. If you liked the new content, give me some feedback in the comments. If you do like it, make sure to like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure to turn those notification bells, just so you know when I'm going live, when I'm dropping new gaming content. There'll probably be more content in terms of Warzone videos, maybe some new games in the coming weeks, but it's pretty dry out there. Figured I was maybe going to try Outriders, but we'll see. But then again, hopefully once Battlefield comes out, Halo, later this year, then we'll get some new and more content upcoming, guys. So appreciate you guys for watching. Take it easy. Have a good rest of your week, guys.